petition, they're not all Republicans. You know, we have an opportunity to capture those people.
Yeah.
I just talked to someone today who runs a movement called Take Back California. And it's a lot like what we're doing in Florida, Defend Florida. And they're actually going to be speaking at a breakout session on Sunday, Take Back California. And they've got about 1,000 volunteers right now, which is, you know, it's a start. It's really a great start, actually, for California. And
so that people is from California, right? Yeah, that's good that you can connect us. Yeah. I and Sarah are in California. She's in South California. I'm in North California. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have volunteer because we have been doing some other stuff, quite a bunch of other stuff. So we have connection to some volunteers. We have connection to some volunteers dealing with different stuff. Yeah.
Well, you should get involved in this Take Back California movement and get involved in your parties and stuff, because I'll tell you right now, our house is on fire, and it's going to take every single one of us Americans who love our freedoms and don't want to end up in a communist country to help put this fire out. We can't afford to have anybody sitting on the sidelines right now. It's all hands on deck. Everybody needs to participate. And I love what you ladies are all doing. And if there's gentlemen here, I love what you're all doing, helping us out with this summit. And I want to say, please take your talents, use your talents everywhere you can to help further the freedom, the movement of freedom and the cause of liberty. Because honestly, we've all got to participate. We're not going to be able to save this country. We're going to end up being, you know, Venezuela, Cuba, China, if we don't all pull together now and do something, and everybody has to put in their part. Sorry, I'm on my soapbox.
问一个问题，请 Carolyn 讲更多一些，她怎么样组织妇女来参加行动？因为 Carolyn 是这个妇女后援会的主持人。
Okay, Caroline, this is the question. Would you like to share more about how to organize women to take action?
Okay, so women like to do things together. So I started my organization because I had friends who were afraid to wear their Trump hat out of the house. And I was really upset about that. So I said, we're going to have a lunch, a ladies' lunch. And the only requirement is that everybody has to wear a red Trump hat. And so 35 women went to lunch that first day. And we were sitting on an outside patio in Florida, and we had people walking by the sidewalk in front of us, stopping and asking us, what group is this? We want to join you. I mean, just being out there with Trump hats on, people were drawn to us. And that group grew within 2 months. We were 250 people, and we had to go get a ballroom for lunches. So women like to get together. I mean, honestly, after this past year with this COVID lockdowns and everything, people want to be with other people. Human beings have to be together. It's our nature. We need to have that interaction, and it's really damaging our children. I don't even get into that right now, but as far as women go, plan something fun. You know, I actually had a hat made that says "Fight like a Flynn," because I respect General Flynn so much. I mean, make a dozen hats and give them to your girlfriends and say, we're going to go to lunch and we're all going to wear our hats. And you would be surprised how many people will come up to you and go, I like that hat, or, you know, wear a Trump hat, you know, whatever, make it fun, do something that's bold, that says who you are, and gives other people permission to do the same thing. I mean, I think that's what's lacking in the society. We are so afraid of demonstrating who we are and what we believe in, that no one else has courage to do it either. I mean, we have to be the leaders. We have to demonstrate that we are not afraid, and that we will, you know, go out in our Trump hats or together and support what we feel is right. So that's what I would suggest. Get ladies together, have a meal together. A great idea would be this Sunday, we're having this Make America Free Again summit, and we're encouraging people to have watch parties. So invite some ladies over to your house, stream it on your television, watch the event online or on your television, And then after the event, talk about how can we do this? What can we do as a group to make a difference in our state? And you can start as small as that, 5 people in your living room. It doesn't matter how big your group is, that everything starts with 2 people. Everything starts with 2 people. So I would encourage you to just get together and get something started.
Awesome. Dr. Lin, please.
所以刚才 Carolyn 讲的就是说，就人都喜欢聚集在一起，我们就使用这个特点呢，我们就是可以能够吸引到其他人来参与你的这个运动中。他开始的时候呢，就是一群的10几个妇女吧，他们就约定了一起去吃饭，然后呢，他们都一起戴着一个支持川普总统的帽子。那有很多人看见了，就说：“哎，你们这帽子哪里来的？我们很喜欢呢。”然后他们就加入了，就很快他们这个组织就增加到200多人。另外一次呢，他们就做了一个 Fight Like a Friend， 就像福林将军一样的勇敢奋斗这样的帽子，也是能够吸引到很多人。所以呢，就是我们就是要利用这个特点。然后现在在疫情这个困顿了很久之后呢，其实人都很想能够跟别人在一起，所以我们只要大胆一点，就是让别人知道我们要做些什么，然后呢，有一个比较吸引人的，比如就像帽子一样这么简单的事情，都可以吸引到其他人来参加。这个星期天这一次的这个大型的活动呢，我们可以比如说邀请其他人到我们家里，就是有一个观看这个演讲的这个观看会，然后呢，你就把这个放到大电视里面，大家一起看，然后就可以讨论，就从2个人就可以开始了。我们最初都是这样开始的。OK。
Thank you. Thank you. Any more questions? Any ideas of pushing education back to conservatives? Who want to answer this question?
You want to take that one, Raj, or do you want me to take that one?
Go ahead, Caroline.
Education. Okay, so education is a big deal. And I'll tell you, the most people that sign up for Defend Florida check the box that says, we want to be involved in our school boards or our children's education. And Raj and I have encountered so many organizations that are focused on education, parental rights, and children's issues. And what we need to do is we need to get these groups together, working together, because you can make such a huge impact as a larger group. Whereas if you've got these little tiny silos, each doing their own thing, but doing the same thing separately, your power is divided. We have to unite and create a larger magnified effort. And so I think in terms of education, we have to get groups working together on the school boards. We have to get people going to school board meetings, focusing on what they're talking about, reviewing curriculum before it's adopted by the school district. So at the end, I think at the end of the school year, they start looking at curriculum for the following school year. You have to get parents involved in reviewing that curriculum. In the state of Florida, the Florida Department of Education does have suggested curriculum, but our counties are allowed to adopt any curriculum they want. And what's happening is Black Lives Matter is paying off school districts to adopt their curriculum. So is Planned Parenthood. And that's the way they're pushing these crazy ideas on our children, is that they're adopting curriculum because they're getting funded, just like the supervisors of election got massive inflows of money from Zuckerberg. These organizations are sending money, and they're saying it's a grant. Okay, so we're giving you a grant to expand cultural awareness in the school district. But what they're really doing is they're giving them a grant to usher in the curriculum that they want in the school district. So it's going to take all of us as parents being very involved. We have an idea in Florida that we picked up at CPAC that's been started in the state of Nevada. It's called a parents' union. And the concept of a parents' union is getting the parents together in such force and such numbers that we can counter the power of the teachers' union. Because the teachers' union controls what happens in our schools. they keep our schools closed because the teachers don't really want to go back to work. And so we have to counter that with parent power. And the way we can counter that is organizing under something like a parents union, and we don't know what it's going to be called really, but we're exploring that idea with a couple of organizations that are focused on children's issues in the state of Florida. We hope to have that group at our summit this weekend so that they can be in a breakout session for people who are concerned about school and parents issues, and they can talk about that. So that's what my suggestion would be for dealing with education.
Great answer. Dr. Lin, please.
所以在这个他们 defend 的这个 text 收到的这些问卷里面呢，发现呢，关心我们的学校、关心我们孩子教育和这个父母的权利的人是非常多的。问题是说，在很多的地方呢，有很多的小的团体在关心这些事情，而他们因为团体小，他们没有组织起来，他们的力量就不够。他们面对的是像这个黑命贵啊，这个Planned Parenthood 这些大的组织，他们把很多的资金放在这个校区里面，然后呢，就借着一个就是给他们资金的名义，让他们做实验，但是实际上呢，就把这些他们非常激进的这些东西，非常激进的这些叫做什么？这些教材就塞到了校区里面。所以呢，这些教材塞到校区里面，如果我们的这些做父母的没有一个有效的组织来抵抗它，在这个教材在这个每个县里面使用之前抵抗它的话，我们就没有办法。所以呢，我们最重要的就是说，第一呢，就是说我们要参与到这个学校校区。第二呢，就是内华达州有一个很好的主意，他们就是成立了这个叫做家长工会。就是说，因为每个州的这个 teacher 工会，就是教师工会的权力很大，他们人很多，所以呢，他们就成立一个好像类似于家长工会的，用同样的多的人数来对抗他们的这样力量。所以呢，在佛罗里达，他们也正在探索这一个可行性。在星期天的这个summit 之后呢，的时候，可能是分组讨论的时候，其中有一个组就会讨论这个关于教育的问题。好。
Thank you. Any more questions?